You know those small moments.
I think we're back now.
Yep.
All right.
I got an ad playing.
Sorry about that. Okay, so you all were going to rescue the guards, right?
Yep.
All right, so who goes up to the guards first, or you all go up as a group? Because I know Shadow Smoke is getting one of the ones from the front room.
Is there enough room, and will it cause a major disturbance outside if I bring my ship down?
Yes.
I mean, there's room. I mean, it's like a bank. There's street parking. Or do you mean like into the bank, or?
No, just down close enough that we can move the guards into my ship.
No, yeah, you can. I mean, I don't know if you can fit into the alley per se.
Probably just like have it face around so that the opening's towards the alley.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll call down Squidge.
Meanwhile,
wait. The ship's name is Squidge?
Yeah.
Yep, best name, because it squidges things.
What? Squidges are predators.
So we start to carry out some of the guards, and I would like to say that as I go to grab like the furthest away one, that's the one that Shadow Smoke teleports. So I just grab air.
As you're all grabbing the guards, all the guards seem to just. And you're just the two in the front, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guards seem to look at you. They don't seem to be trying to say anything. They're just looking at you all.
Suspicious.
Wait, like, do they seem coherent then, or?
Yeah. I mean, they've got their eyes open.
Okay.
I mean, they're still tight. Have you untied any of them or anything like that, or?
Foil would have been working on that for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you like untie them, unbind them, they're just kind of still just sitting there or standing there, just looking at you all, not saying anything.
Can I just kind of do a dive into one of their heads?
Sure.
Because that's weird.
It is weird.
Is that roll freak?
Yeah, let's do that.
Nope.
You're not able to get anything. I mean, all you're able to get is that there is some sentience to them, you know.
There's some sentience to them.
Yeah. I mean, you were able to detect that they had like some sort of minds earlier, right?
Yeah.
So that's all you're really able to get from them. As let's see, it's been about 10-15 minutes and no one else has arrived yet.
I'm gonna look at Foil. Was the one downstairs tied up or unconscious?
Did Foil see the one downstairs?
Yeah, you could have peeked around and seen what it tied up, a guard tied up in front, just like the ones in front.
Okay. Tied up.
One had to be the vault guard, otherwise he wouldn't be separate.
Yeah, it's a good assumption.
If we don't slow this person down, I don't think the other heroes are going to get here in time. Because we got these two out. That people should be here by now.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. I mean,
Are you just leaving the guards just outside untied, or what are you doing with them?
Well, I thought that we were bringing them onto Iona's ship to keep them safe.
yeah.
Are you doing that?
I would like to briefly talk to the first one that I
All right.
teleport. So.
Sure.
Hey, what happened?
The guard turns its head towards you and it opens the mouth like it's about to speak. And then it kind of collapses into a pile of mud.
I'm new here. Do humans do that?
No,
They
we do not.
Definitely don't.
Not supposed to. No.
And it just like turns into literal mud.
Yeah, like yeah, just like water and mud, just kind of very solidish kind of mud. You know, like it lost all its form. Yeah.
Oh my god, he died.
Oh, that is
I
gross.
turn-
Oh, we
I
should
say-
have moved him. I knew we shouldn't have gone in.
I
This is all our fault. Oh, we're so bad at the superhero thing.
Whoa, we didn't do that. Whoever's in the bank did that.
They seemed fine before we moved them. Like maybe there could have been like some sort of anti-magical hooey.
I mean,
We
I
turned
noticed
back.
that they
It's
were
too
kind
late
of
now.
dirty when I came in, but I didn't assume that they were, made of dirt.
Ah, gross. This is horrible.
just
Did
to
you see how
reiterate.
it? Oh,
Just to reiterate, you aren't made of dirt, right?
No.
No.
Because I mean, some guy handed me a book and it was mentioning something about clay of my
Ashes
clay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
those are metaphors.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Hmm.
You get a lot of that down here.
Oh,
Just
that
assume
book was
everything
so
is fiction.
confusing.
I think we're actually mostly water. I
Well,
heard
this
that
is-
once.
And I'm gonna
Well,
look
y'all
down at the
seem
mud
real
pile.
calm considering the guy just died right in front of us.
Well, this is going on.
I think he
Conversion's
was
going
already
to
dead.
convert
Or
him
not
to see
real
if
in
he
the
can-
first place.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Conversion's going to see if he can figure out if this person was even a person or if it was just like a dummy made out of mud.
Sure. How about an assess a situation? That should work. Or actually, pierce the mask. Let's do that.
Here's the mask.
Yeah. You want to look at this one, or which one do you want to?
The one that just melted. I just gonna check the pile of mud to see if it's actually mud or if it was a person.
Sure.
So pierce the mask, you said?
Yeah. Full hit. So when you look at the mud and then you look at the other guard, you can tell something's quite off. The guard uniforms aren't up to par. There's no writing on the guard uniforms. In fact, it almost seems like the uniform to the guard is a part of the guard himself. When the guy turned into mud, so did his uniform. So, as far as you can tell, their guards are completely mud.
Great. I'm not so sure that these people are actually people. I mean, look at their uniforms. There's no detail. It looks like it's part of their body. I don't think these were ever actually people.
Yeah, this kind of looks like a really advanced version of some of the stuff that I do.
How would someone make a fake person?
I then throw up an illusion of a fake person,
And
And I am still learning.
and Foil kind of points towards it, going, "Ta-da!"
What's weird is that they had minds. Like I felt minds.
Ah, see? It's just that he turned them into mud.
Did they seem to have their own thoughts, or was this a hive's mind situation?
I'm not sure. I tried to deep dive one, but it didn't work.
So while we discuss the mud guard situation here, someone made these, and that someone is more than likely still in this building. So we need to decide right now: are we going after this to stop it, or are we waiting for the cavalry to arrive?
Well,
I don't
my
want to go up
question-
against the guy that can turn me into mud. That seems super lethal.
My question is,
Aren't you like a god?
No. I'm just me.
my question is, these were the only mines other than the one down in the vault that I touched. Where are the guards?
Very good question.
This is them, and he's got the power to turn people into mud, which is, as we can see, super lethal.
Mm-mm.
Shouldn't the bank also have like normal employees too?
And customers and
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, like tellers or bankers
The
or
bank
like
would have been closed
janitors.
around this time. This is
I'm
Oh,
sorry?
the bank.
after closing
After
hours.
5.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot it was.
Yeah, banks close at like 11 a.m. because they're only open for like.
It's like random holiday number 5 that
Yeah,
nobody cares
exactly.
about except the banks.
Saint
Want to talk to us
Stephen's
about your
Day.
money? Sorry, we're closed. We're too busy using it.
Oh man. Anyway, so yes, Foil kind of like draws his epi and begins to like cautiously approach towards the back and is like whatever
He's
we're
gonna
dealing.
turn you into mud. Don't go in there.
He isn't
Wait
gonna
for-
turn. He isn't gonna turn me into mud. That's not what's
How do
happening.
You know, you immune to like whatever magic this is? I've never even seen magic.
How the fuck am I supposed to know? All I know is that whatever did this is still around here, and if we don't confront it, it'll come after us.
Hmm.
I think at this point we're involved enough where we're gonna have to do something more than just kind of let this whoever or whatever is in there leave.
I just
Is
want
he
to
still
point
in there,
out.
Iona?
I
You think
I
you
don't
can
know.
like figure out the difference between
was
like
about to
mud
say
people
something.
and actual people?
I was about to say something, and then my brain just scrambled. Yeah, I'll try to reach out again.
Sure. Unleash your powers again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh. You don't get much, but you sense 4 mines. That's all you can get.
There's 4 mines in there. There's
All right, is that just? Are you sure these aren't mud statues?
no.
Can you tell where they are?
Not really. It's kind of like, so the first time I went in, I got feedback. Feedback hurts like a sumbitch. So I want you to imagine your arm getting electrocuted and then you trying to lift up something delicately.
Okay. Now what?
What?
I'm just gonna start walking into the bank.
No, at this point we've gotten all the quote unquote guards out of the building, right? So as far as we knew before, Iona.
You've got
pinged-
the 2 from the front. You haven't gone into the
Okay,
by the vault
okay.
yet.
We've just created
Gotcha.
a mess in front of the front door. That poor janitor. Tomorrow, like.
Who's spilling mud in my bank? I'm gonna follow Iona into the bank.
Yeah, we're going.
As we go, I'm going to.
And do we need some sort of plan?
Is there? I assume there's like a doorway down into the vault area. Is it open?
Yeah. Yeah, it's,
Okay.
there's a hallway, and you can go down a single flight of stairs to where the vault is.
Okay.
And you can, if you look around the corner at the bottom of the stairs, you can see where the guard is and the door.
Okay.
This dude's been in the bank for a long time. What's he doing in there?
I would like
Why is
to
it-
As you were
try
Sure.
to. I would like to try to block that doorway with an illusion for now, so that it
Which
doesn't look
doorway?
like anybody's approaching.
the doorway
one
to the vault. The one that leads to the area where the vault is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So an illusion that makes it look like it's just a blankness outside, like you can see like the opening and the wall.
Yeah, so just like.
Right.
Luce is trying to mimic whatever you could see from there now, and just keep it that way. She might not be totally accurate, but that's what she's trying to do.
Yeah, unleash your powers then. All right, you do it.
Wow. When are these good rolls gonna stop? Because that'll be painful. Knock on wood.
Don't tempt it.
Apparently, the good rolls stop when I try to roll.
As you are all getting closer, you notice that the ground feels like it's shaking a little bit. You know, if anyone's ever felt like an earthquake, you know, it's like a very slight tremor. You know, not enough to make maybe like water and then glass move a bit, not enough to like make the glass actually start to move.
I'm gonna fly.
I
I'm gonna-
assess the situation.
I'm gonna go a little faster.
Let's do the assess the situation first.
I hit.
8.
Is it an
Alright,
earthquake or is it something else?
Let's see. Yeah. So let's see. With that question would be. So you get to pick one of the questions from the list. Toy here can I use to? I think I'd say you can. I guess to feel where the earthquake's coming from. I guess just from walking closer, you can feel like it's getting a little stronger the closer you get to the vault.
So the earthquake is in the vault, and it's not actually an earthquake because that doesn't make any sense.
You would assume so because it feels like it's getting a little bit stronger as you get closer.
It's coming from in there. So whatever this is, it does mud stuff and earthquakes. So
Luce, did your illusion or Shadow Smoke's illusion, did that just cover up the vault door so there's still the guard outside?
Yeah.
Right, the guard outside is doing the same thing the guard upstairs, the two guards upstairs did. It's just staring at you, not really saying anything.
Think he can see through these guards? Conversion looks to the rest of the group.
It's a possibility.
So he probably knows we're coming.
Good. I prefer a
maybe we can
straight
show
fight.
we have peaceful intentions. We don't have to fight if you just stop robbing the bank. If that's what you're doing.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you last time?
I don't know. Like it's good to try talking.
Foil, does it have to be a straight fight? Because I might have to leave then.
We all have our strengths.
I don't get it.
I like my things, you like yours.
Oh wow, my brain just did horrible things.
All right, so do you yell that out, Intervention Boy, or are you all just trying to figure out what to do?
That's in character.
Okay, so
I try to talk to the guard to say that because he's looking at us, right?
right.
And we're thinking that he can, that the bad guy can see through the guard to us. So I try to communicate that. No.
As you say that to the guard's bindings seem to mold back into the guard, and it just stands up and stands in front of the entrance to the vault.
All right.
Can I? I'm gonna look back at the team. Can I be destructive now? Like, can I just kind
Hold
of
up.
point
This
at the
is not
guard?
an aggressive move.
He's
Like,
in the way.
Can you talk like mud guard?
There's no response from the guard.
Right.
As you all say this, the second guard that didn't turn into mud from upstairs starts. You can see them coming down the stairs.
Okay.
I think maybe it is time to get a little destructive.
Yeah,
Look,
also
y'all are trespassing in this bank. and we're gonna need you to get out.
Yeah, just remember that structural supports and foundation are a thing, so not too destructive.
Yeah. Good point. Very good.
Also,
As,
this dude has earthquake powers, so
Okay, but what if I do this and I'm going to summon my psychic weapons, which are going to be 2 short swords, and I'm just going to charge the one that's blocking our way?
psychic weapons against something that doesn't really have a mind. This should be
Alright.
interesting.
Directly engage. So are they psychic weapons, or are they just are they actual weapons?
Both. So the way it reads is that they're psychic. Basically, you're using your mind to create something from nothing.
Okay, so they have a physical aspect.
Yeah. I mean, it can be interpreted a few different ways. You could have a sword that's psychically resonant to you, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But for you, it's just a sword.
Psychic constructs.
Yeah. Right.
Foil's face kind of falls as he sees this and looks down at his own blade. Is like, am I gonna have anything unique on this team?
On a 10 plus, you get to pick 2 of the options for directly engaging.
Okay. I actually have the rules up this time. I will resist or avoid their blows, and I will create an opportunity for my allies.
All right. So, as you strike the guard that's in front of the vault, it lashes out at you, completely whiffing, and ends up moving behind, into the fray. So it's like you are now between the vault door and the guard. And so, yeah. What does everyone else want to do?
I'll go after the one coming down the stairs.
I know also one of the arms of the guard seems to fall off and just turn into mud.
Gross.
Of course.
They
All
look
right.
like they have that handled. I'm gonna walk past
handled.
them into
And-
the vault
sorry.
area to see this bad guy.
I'm gonna head into the vault too.
Okay, so Wyatt, you can do a directly, yeah, Foil can do a directly engage. And as
It's a 9.
Nice. So you get to pick one. Did we do the team points last time? I believe we did, right?
We did.
Yeah, we
Yes.
Yeah.
did
So you those
Yes,
have
we
all
did.
transferred. I believe you all have like 3 teams points you can use.
Okay. I'm not sure if there would be anything to take from them, as it's like a mud construct. Would there be anything of
Well,
value?
You can get creative with that one. The last time,
Right.
in the last game, my taking something from them was taking their footing, or taking their confidence.
Interesting. I like that. Wyatt will use his blade to take its leg and knock it off balance.
Okay. So as you strike out, its leg falls off and it falls down, the leg turning into mud, and it's slowly trying to crawl towards you. Conversion and intervention boy, who's in front trying to go into the vault?
I said first, so
Yeah,
I think I am.
that's what I
All
figured.
right. So as you go, trying to get into the vault, the other guard with the missing arm lunges at you. Can you roll to take a powerful blow?
I sure can. Let's see.
I'm also headed towards the vault after those 2, by the way.
There. Stupid input value thingy. Why didn't it do anything? I've pressed it twice now, nothing's happening. Oh, there we go.
On a 7. Let's see. You get to choose one. You have to.
The first one is the one I rolled first, so that's the one.
Oh, you rolled 9. On a 7-9, you still choose one, unless someone wants to use a team point to. Oh wait, no, that's a powerful blow. So yes, you did choose one. Lash out verbally. Remember, on a take a powerful blow, you want to roll low. So 6 and below are good for you.
Yeah.
You can lash out verbally to provoke a teammate to do a foolhardy action, or you can give ground. The opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and you mark 2 conditions.
I think I'll give ground. I'll be surprised and dodge.
No, giving ground gives the opposition an opportunity. So you don't mark a condition, you're not exactly hurt, but as the guard,
Right, it gets an advantage. So let's say the thing knocks me down.
as the guard punches you, it turns into mud, and the mud starts to wrap around you, holding you in place.
I attempt to defend to keep that from happening.
Sure, you can try to defend.
Great.
Let's roll plus savior.
Here it is.
On a 7. On a 7, it costs you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I'd say escalate. I'd say the situation is escalating quickly, so I'll go with that.
Okay. Okay, so, and you also get to pick one. You get to add a team to the pool, or you can take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I'm gonna add team to the pool.
Alright, so you now have 4 team points. As escalating the situation, all of a sudden you feel the vibrations get stronger as instead of wrapping around Intervention Boy, the guard ends up wrapping around you instead.
That didn't go how I wanted it.
I would like to jump in and try and teleport conversion out of the mud.
Alright. That would be unleash your powers.
I will
I took a
continue on
bonus
into
and
the
freak.
vault.
Oh, 9.
So that's unstable or temporary.
Mm-hmm. So you're able to teleport conversion out, but only like 5 feet. Intervention Boy, as you walk into the vault, you see 3 guards tied up.
Do these look like real guards, or?
You can assess the situation for that.
I will
But you
do
also
so.
see someone who you see all the a bunch of what do you call them? The people's personal vaults, where they put personal belongings in, and you see a bunch of them open, and you see a guy standing in the center, and you see like in a circle around him, the ground it looks like it's starting to crumble, like it's almost like it's turning into dirt kind of thing going on. Dirt and mud.
Alright, so I rolled a hit on my assessed situation. All I want is to know if these guards are real.
Yes, you can tell from the uniforms and how they're dressed, and like the hats are slightly askew. Everything looks like they've been having a rough day.
Alright,
And they're actually they're struggling. They're like because they're all gagged
that is
up.
a very
and,
human thing to do. Alright, I'm gonna try to scoop them all up and run out with all of them.
All right.
Out of the bank.
All right. So that would be unleash your power.
It sure would. Alright, let's see a horrible failure. Because that's how we do. Yep, that's a good failure.
Well, mark potential. Let's see. Unstable or temporary. As you go to pick up one of the guards, your strength fails you, and you end up tripping and falling flat, and accidentally, you pick him up, and then you fall forward, and you both end up falling back to the ground. And you just hear the guy in the center going, "Really, you're the ones they all sent?"
Don't worry, we're professionals.
Please stop saying that, Iona.
Alright, Foil, so what are you doing? You had just taken out one of the mud guards. It's slowly crawling towards you.
I finish it off. I pierce it in wherever I think it'll make it stop.
Sure. Let's do one more direct engage for that.
Okay.
The make it stop button.
But yes.
Easily findable on all creatures.
I keep mine in my heart.
To be fair, he studied fencing. That's exactly how fencing works. You touch him here, you get a point.
That
On
wording,
the
you need to work on that wording.
Here we go.
You did
Here
not
we
get
go.
to
Let's see.
Oh, the bad rolls are on the way. I can feel it in my bones.
It's because I got that one good roll and it shifted everything.
It did. It did.
For this, you end up trying to thrust your sword into it, but you way overjudge it, and you end up going into the stairwell. Luckily it's a fencing sword, so it just bends the tip, but you put yourself directly over the mud guard. You take a powerful blow as the guard tries to wrap around you like it's starting to wrap around conversion.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
look at me. Wait, no, that's bad, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Shit!
Yeah.
Well, you're dead.
No, not quite. I
there.
mean,
Where
it
was
just-
that before?
Right.
That was on a flat 2d6. Dude, get the fuck out of here.
the mud just starts to crawl up your body, binding you up, binding your arms and legs, and you're kind of wrapped up like a mummy, just from the shoulders down, and you fall down the stairs. Conversion. It's starting to wrap around you because you did defend. It wasn't aiming for you, so it hasn't really started doing anything.
Teleported him out of there, right?
Oh, that's right. Loose teleported. So there's that guard that's wrapping around nothing now. So you can. What do you choose to do?
Would I have seen Wyatt get wrapped up and pulled down the stairs?
Yeah, he's wrapped up, and because he's wrapped up and can't move his feet, he just falls.
I'm going to go and try to get the mud zombie thing off of him.
All right. I'm gonna say because this is just like a mud zombie. It's served its purpose. You can just take some time to try and get the mud off from him. Iona, what are you up to?
So I'm going to, I'll go to the vault, and when I see him and I see the ground around him crumbling and he looks like he's about to make an escape, I'm going to do a mind blast to try and stun him.
All right, that would be a directly engage. A 6. Yeah, he just seems to weather the blow. He laughs at you. He's like, you notice that the ground around him has already, before you even entered, there's a small hole in the opening. It's just getting wider and wider and wider.
I made an advancement.
As this is happening, you also notice some of the dirt starting to form up and create two just mud creatures, and they both start walking towards you, an intervention boy.
Okay. Try to get back up. Try again to carry the guards out of there.
All right.
That's what's important.
So unleash your powers one more time.
Come on. Yes.
All right. Send me mark a condition, or I can tell you how it's unstable or temporary.
Oh, I'll mark a condition. Back to afraid.
All right. You're afraid, but you managed to get the 3 guards who are in there and start running them out. Shadow Smoke. You had teleported conversion out, and he's currently trying to get Foil out of this mud prison. There's one more mud guard in the center still trying to figure out what to do. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to distract the the mud guard that's sort of in the middle. And so I'm gonna try and throw up like illusions of all of us like directly around
Mhm.
him so that he can't tell which one to go after.
All right. I'm gonna say that this is a directly engage.
Ooh, okay. This will not go as well. Whoa!
Ooh.
Oh my
This
goodness.
won't go
plus
as well.
I have a
Two.
-1 to that. Yikes. That's amazing. Okay.
All right, so you get to pick 2 options.
Oh, right. Hold on, let me find the... Okay. So I'm definitely gonna go with impress, surprise, or frighten. I guess surprise or frighten. I just want him distracted. So
Sure.
however that works,
All right.
doesn't really matter. Maybe they look intimidating, like they're advancing on him or something. And then I think then the other thing would be to resist or avoid their blows.
So in the surprise of these illusions you make, it tries to wrap one up, and as it does, it sort of just falls back into mud, thinking it's done what it was supposed to do. Yeah, so it completely misses you. You know, it's not able to see through any of your illusions. And let's see. So conversion, you've managed to get foil out of the mud casing. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna help him up, and then I'm gonna run back to the vault to help out the rest of the team.
All right. So you see you see intervention boys starting to. He's running out with the guards. 3 other guards who have tied up. They look real, like they're actually guards. And there's 2 more mud people. They don't look like guards this time. They just look like, you know, humanoids made of mud. Starting, one of them walking towards Iona, one of them walking towards intervention boy, with a guy who looks like he's in a bit of a construction kind of outfit. You know, he's just in the center of this circle of gravel that seems to be folding in, you know, as a hole is being made wider.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the guy in the middle and just go, what do they call you, dirt guy? And I'm just gonna throw out a kinetic blast. Can I just throw out like a wide one to see if I can at least, you know, like kind of mainly trying to stop the 2 mud things, but if I can catch him with part of it too?
Yeah. That would be from far away. Let's say that is a... Oh, you're trying to hit him with a connect blast. That's directly engage.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess that this guy's name is Dig Site.
No.
On a 6. Yeah, he just laughs it off. He's like, y'all are just kids. Like, what are you even planning on doing down here? Intervention boy, what do you do as you get to the top with the guards?
I release the guards.
Awesome.
I'm gonna, like, they're tied up, so I'm gonna free them.
Right. So
That's
guys
what
like,
I'm gonna spend that action doing.
like, oh, thank God. Just be
Y'all
careful
okay?
with that guy. I mean, he didn't hurt us or anything. Luckily, he seemed more interested in whatever the hell he was trying to find in the vault. Does anyone else come in? Because
We called for help, but when they didn't arrive, we figured we should go in.
I don't know what's going on, but it seemed like all of a sudden it's like he just started making a hole. We don't even know if he found what it was he was looking for.
I should get back in there to help my friends.
Yeah.
Make sure no one else goes in there, all right?
Yeah, we're gonna call you, just see if I can get someone down here too.
All right. And I go back into the place.
All right. And let's see. This time, the guy in a construction-looking outfit, he steps out from the center of the circle towards conversion. He's like, they actually call me, or I like to call myself, the Graveler. And he's going to essentially some of the rubble around him turns into a ball of mud, and he's going to shoot it out towards you. Let's take a powerful blow for me.
Can
I'm
I
very
move?
happy that he's the Graveler.
Can I move to defend
Yes, you can.
conversion instead?
Yes, you can.
I will attempt to do that, as Foya would have been hot on the heels of a conversion rushing back into that room. So let's roll some savior, which is actually my best stat. Go figure.
All right.
While they're like moving into position, Shadow Smoke hears this, like, my name's Graveler, blah blah blah, and she responds with, "You couldn't even find a friend to get traded to evolve into Golem? Like, really?"
And on a 13, you get to pick one. So conversion, you are completely safe for now.
Nice.
So you can add a team point to the pool. You can take influence over someone you protect, or you can clear condition.
Let's see, no conditions or anything like that. So I would just add a team to the pool
Awesome.
as Wyatt comes flying in there and basically grabs hold of conversion and activates the power glove really quickly. So that way both of us immediately phase out of reality and pop back in after the mud ball is behind us harmlessly.
Awesome. He was like,
Hope this roll goes well.
interesting. What were you doing again, Shadow Smoke?
Alright, so I had distracted the one and then it kind of went away. So then, I would follow everybody else sort of more into the vault. And then I think she might actually take the time to like assess the situation to see if she can see anything about this guy that's like worth going after, that sort of thing.
All right. Yeah, so roll plus superior.
Okay.
On a 7, you get to
7.
ask one question.
So I think, where is it? So, and do I get 2 because of my
Yeah, you get to
thing?
ask one question from the list and one from
Okay.
your power.
So, how best could we end this quickly, and what here is useful or valuable to me?
Let's see, useful or valuable to you. Oh, Katie. So something. The best way to end this quickly would be to. It seems like the Graveler doesn't seem like he has a strong constitution. He seems kind of I don't know. Something about him seems off. Makes you feel like if you just get a single good hit off of him, that you might be able to bring him down. And something useful to you. You notice one of the one of the drawers, it seems to be pulled out, that you could possibly use that as a weapon if you wanted to, or to throw it at him. You know.
Okay.
I mean, it's thankful there's not too much in there, unfortunately, but
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was worth asking. So.
yeah. All right. So, intervention boy. Excuse me. As you get down, you see a mud ball being phasing through or foil and conversion. What do you do?
I pause and wait for him to attack someone else on my team, and then I'm gonna defend them.
All right.
Because I'm not sure what's going on, so I'm just gonna be defensive.
And Iona, what are you up to?
Okay, so just to be clear, everybody's in the room now, right?
Yes, everyone is in the room.
This is gonna make Foil hate me so much more.
Gonna crash the ship into the building again?
No,
All
no,
right.
no, no. I'm gonna
You're
go,
gonna crash the
Foil!
ship into the guards outside I rescued? Because
Foil, give me your cell phone.
What?
I don't have one. Give me your cell phone.
And Foil's like fumbling in between like sword and power glove and like trying to fish in his like uniform pockets. Like, fine, and he tosses it over.
I'll grab it. I just got a new move called Alien Tech that lets me basically jury rig human technology.
Oh,
Something
I
else.
do not like this.
I'm gonna
Would
I'm
you
gonna
pick
take-
him?
I'm gonna take the back off the phone, and then I'm going to take my psychic blade and slice open the casing. I'm gonna rearrange a few things. I'm going to add something from my suit right into it. I'm going to attach it to my glove, and I'm basically making a Tase glove.
As soon as you slice into it, Foil's like, "What the fuck?"
And I'm gonna charge at him and attack him to try and knock him out with the Tase glove. But before I do that, I have to actually roll to see if that succeeds.
Right.
A lot of stuff to do in a short action.
Okay, so
Right. On a 9.
pick one, I think. Nope, it's on a 10 plus. On a hit, I make the device that can do the thing, but it fizzles. I can only use it once.
All right. So before you're able to attack, everyone who's in the room, roll a powerful blow. Roll to take a powerful blow. As you just see more balls of mud, one for each of you, just start to shoot out from the holes. All right. So that's 3 misses. Foil gets hit.
Foil's having a bad day.
As a surprise.
Can we help out on the? Oh no, that would be to raise it, wouldn't it?
I mean, the only other thing you could do is defend, but if you defend in this
Am I rolling
situation,
something? Sorry, I was.
yes, everyone rolled to take a powerful blow. If you defend in this situation,
I was standing to defend, so I will defend Foil, who is the weakest of the team.
all right.
So whatever this is, it doesn't hit you.
Ouch.
That's my plan.
So roll for defense.
That helpful feedback.
Constructive criticism.
I'm gonna laugh if this is.
Is
like
it constructive? You're just weak. Nothing you can do about that one.
I'm going
There
to
we
laugh.
go, full hit.
Nice.
Nice.
I was totally going to laugh if this was a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 moment when it's like the rock hits and he goes, "Look out!"
So I'm saying on a
When
12.
I defend a teammate, I can shift my savior up and something else down.
Nice. So I'm gonna say out of 12, you managed to.
If I do, add 1 to the team, so our team pool goes up by 1.
Right.
There's so much in there right now.
I know, I need to start spending it.
Yeah, they have 5 team points now. Y'all have a lot of team. So.
I don't fully understand when to use it, so.
Right. So on a 12, how does that look when you defend him? How are you doing this?
What exactly was happening that we need to defend against?
So those mud balls were just being launched at everybody.
Alright, well, I'll just speed in front of him and just deflect them all.
All right. So you do that, and both of you are safe. Everyone manages to not get hit by one of these balls. Everyone avoids one. Everyone who rolled a 3 or a 6 or less, you can mark potential for your powerful blow. And you
Settler.
all.
Sorry,
So
I was just gonna point out,
sure.
Seller, anytime that somebody rolls a 6 or below, or basically a 6,
Mhm.
you can spend a team point to increase that. So no matter what they're doing, if they roll a 6 and you have some way that your character can help out, they can spend a team point to raise it. And
Yeah.
sometimes you want to do that to make it a 10.
Got it, okay.
All right, so you can help each other make successes by 2 people going in on a single action instead.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, so everyone now gets a chance as the Graveler seems to be open. You know, he's opened himself up to y'all's attacks.
Tase
Go.
him!
Do the taser face thing.
Yeah.
You already broke my
Directly
phone.
engage. Is that direct engage? Yes, it is. On a 7 to 9, you have to pick one.
Okay. Oh shit, that's the wrong page. I love it when I do that.
So it's resist or avoid blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
How creative are you gonna let me get with this? Can I take his consciousness?
Sure.
I will take away his consciousness.
As you strike into him and take his consciousness, he falls into a pile of mud.
Oh, son of a bitch!
What the hell?
And as this happens, someone from Aegis walks in. He's like, okay, what the hell's going on here? We got a call from the guards.
I kind of hold up the pager thing. So Thomas Gray, gave us this. I hit the button to call him. Nobody showed up, so we checked out the situation. This pile of mud was a person, maybe? I don't know. He could make
Luz will then show up, throw up an illusion of what he looked like. Like he looked like this.
He could make people out of mud.
Yeah, that was a cool trick.
It was kind of gross. And then we hit. Well, he points to Iona. She tased it in the face, and then he turned into a pile of mud himself. So I don't know if that means that was a clone or if that was the villain, but
he said his name was Graveler, which is not even the best ground Pokemon. I just whatever.
Yeah.
She's sort of fixated on
even
this.
Geodude is a better Pokemon than Graveler.
Luz, you're gonna need to let this one go.
Why would he not pick Golem? He literally made golems.
I know.
Out of mud.
And Wyatt puts his arm around Luz's shoulder, gives her the pat on the back. I understand.
the shutters on the eye lenses of Conversion's mask just slowly close.
Maybe he felt like that would be appropriating of Jewish culture.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I'm going to have a very, very worried look on my face as I'm looking down. Wyatt or Foil?
Yes.
How expensive are cell phones?
I think it was still under warranty. I don't know if the warranty covers cut in half by an alien sword and then used to punch a mud person in the face.
I unconsciously put one of the swords behind my back.
I mean, I haven't read the entire terms and conditions, but I'm thinking that might not go under normal wear and tear.
Just call it active supervillainy?
Does it? Here's the question: Does it
count as a force majeure? I guess is the question.
Does it cover theft?
I believe it does. Yes.
And being lost?
Yes.
I'm going.
You might have better luck just saying it's gone then.
I'm going to take the mud and I'm going to raise it dig a little hole and stick the remainder of the cell phone in there and just kind of pat it down okay, well, I have no idea what happened to your cell phone. I think he took it with him. It disappeared.
The SIM chip was in there, but okay.
Now Aegis is going to find it and think he did all this. They're
Aegis
going to figure
right
out
there.
his secret identity, and everything's going to be ruined.
That's fair. And I'll take the phone back out and I'll look for the SIM card. I'm because I don't know how these things work. I'll just take the sword and just stab the SIM card.
Well, you needed a new phone anyway. That thing was a friggin' brick. I don't know why you picked it.
Look, I understand that everyone else moved along from BlackBerry, but they're serviceable phones, okay?
I thought BlackBerry was a food.
Anymore?
Like
Well,
blackberries.
They do still make Blackberries.
Don't they grow on trees?
Player Jane really enjoyed the BlackBerry that I had, but it was just too glitchy because they couldn't. But I really liked the operating system.
Pretty sure it's an invasive species of bush, not an electron. I mean, I can't say anything. Our technology is very weird, but
Under her breath, Luz mutters, "I'll invade your bush."
So as you're all having this conversation, the agent is like, you're that
Teenagers.
you're that group, aren't you? Hold on. Like he on his earpiece, he's like, yeah, could you send her in? I think this is the one that she was supposed to be watching.
Uh-oh.
She?
Did you say watching?
Oh wait, I think I know who this is. Out of character, I think I know who this is.
Yeah, as a player, I am confident. I'm fairly confident I know who this is.
Yeah. A couple of minutes come by, and then you see the red ferret walk into the vault in an Aegis suit. She's like, well, it took y'all a lot longer to get in trouble than I thought it would. And that's where we're gonna go to break.
Trouble.
Yeah. All right. So, anyone who's watching, thank you. Please stay tuned and watch this video from our sponsors.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, everybody. All right, so coming back from break, Red Ferret just walked into the room. So, what trouble have you caused this time?
Oh, funny. You talking about causing trouble. It's like the pot and the kettle, you know?
Yeah, you were real mean to me on TV.
I have no idea who you are, but at the same time, Wyatt kind of like gestures towards the room. Villain defeated, civilian saved. Like, I don't think this is trouble.
I didn't do it as I raised my hands with the two blades
Really?
attached.
That's great. Where's the villain?
He turned into mud.
Oh, so he got away, is what you're saying.
No,
You
I'm
let a
saying that
villain
whenever he
escape.
If he was even here to begin
Luz has
with,
a
that
moment,
might have
she's
been a
like-
clone.
She's like, oh, that was an escape. Crap.
And who are you to lecture us anyway? You
Also,
used to
he
be
broke
a villain.
Foyle's cell phone.
Yes, I'm a former villain. As agreed upon with Aegis, I would do assignments for them. As apparently my freshman assignment, they assigned me to watch y'all, because for some reason they don't trust you. Or
Maybe you
your
want to
new
apologize for
counselor.
throwing glass at my head and being mean to me on TV? I'd sure appreciate it.
Just say we all made some choices that we regret. Now, how about that?
Fine.
It seems to be going around a lot.
That sounded like a very backhanded "Cash Me Outside." How about that?
Are you saying this
Might
in
have been
character?
something
or-
similar.
All right. So, why are you all here? And could you clear the crime scene, please?
Well, do you
I'll
want us
clear
to
the crime
answer
scene
or
right
to
now.
move?
I
Like,
walk
what's your
out.
priority here?
Can't y'all multitask?
You
I
want to
don't know,
walk
we
and
don't-
talk?
We don't seem to be doing so well so far.
I'm just gonna walk past her.
Wyatt's like kind of looking around like, why is everyone so harping on we didn't do well? And he looks back towards the piles of mud like, I think we did pretty fucking great, all things considered.
Me too.
But
And she escorts y'all outside of the vault.
Luz will teleport herself out just to show her that, like, you can't talk while you do that.
It's pretty obvious from her face that she doesn't care that you can teleport. All right. Tell me what the hell y'all did.
We were on patrol. We saw there was a hole in the back of the building. We took a look to see what kind of shady stuff might have been going on. I pressed the button on the pager. You took your sweet time showing up, so we decided to start getting the guards out of the building. Found out they were made out of mud. Went and saw this graveler guy in there and turned him into a pile of mud.
Right. So
And we saved the actual guards.
a bunch of heroes on probation decided to go inside and do stuff that they weren't supposed to instead of contacting the authorities.
We did.
We did
contact the
contact
authorities.
them.
yeah, hence why you're here.
They just
Anything-
took forever.
Because all we got was a call from the guards.
I pressed the button.
Well,
if it
you're
didn't work,
welcome
that's
for
on
that.
Gray.
What button?
He holds up the pager thing that Thomas Gray gave him.
Thomas Gray, you say, huh? Interesting.
He's our counselor, isn't he? I mean, you were parked right outside the building we were getting counseled in.
He's
Oh, yeah.
our, like, court-appointed lame-o.
So you're saying Mr. Gray was supposed to contact us, huh?
Wyatt kind of like elbows conversion and leans over and goes, maybe we should stop talking about the gray thing.
Probably.
Y'all can figure out what you want between yourselves.
Mm.
You know, we saved people. We did okay here. I think that's good enough.
But did you at least get any information from the villain? What he was looking for?
We caught his name. He calls himself the Graveler.
Yes, yes.
And Wyatt immediately holds a hand up to Luz, like, please.
All she says is such a dumb name, and just leaves it at that.
It's not great.
Right.
Do you know him?
Friend of yours?
Right. Like I like to get my hands dirty like that.
So you don't know him?
I mean, Aegis knows of him, if that's what you're asking.
I'm going to psychically tell Squidge to go back up in the sky.
Right into the helicarrier.
She just looks disapproving. Like, Squidge is visible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
She just watches it go up with some side eye. Like, Alright. Well, since y'all don't seem to have any information, why don't you go back to your counselor? Now that we've formally made introductions, I guess y'all will be seeing more of me around.
Oh, lucky
Can't
us.
wait.
Why are you following us?
I told you. It's my assignment.
Why are you assigned to us? We already have a counselor.
You don't need to worry about that now, do you?
I mean,
Frankly, I've been
yeah, if
worrying
somebody's
about everything
following me
since I arrived
around.
here.
Let's just leave it up to, it's Aegis business. If you decide to come and be a part of Aegis, you know, sort out with, whatever they want to do first, then, yeah, we can let you in on that.
I thought the Cold War was like 60 years ago. I didn't realize we were being shoved into some weird spy bullshit, but alright.
Now, what kind of spy would introduce themselves to you?
I'll just start coughing nervously and start floating backwards.
Because I'm obviously not spying, I'm just watching.
Yeah, you're the one we're supposed to watch while one of those other cars tails us around, right?
I'm gonna look around. Can I see any of Gray's drone looking thingies?
Can you assess the situation for me?
Yes. Which one? There it is.
If you look around, you don't really see anything, but you can hear up what sounds like a small propeller kind of moving in the distance. Yeah, it sounds like it's moving away from you.
Can I attempt to, or were you still gonna do something, Iona?
No, was trying to see if he was watching us still.
Can I try to pierce the mask on Red Ferret?
Sure. Ooh, full hit. You have to ask 3 questions.
3? Oh, damn, 3. Okay. I want to know what she's really planning, what she intends to do, and what she wants us to do, I guess. Because it's mainly those first 2 that I want to know. But
Okay.
Because I don't trust her.
In terms of what she's planning, it seems like she's just trying to get information from y'all. You know, that's why she's watching. She's trying to. It seems like she's trying to. How should I say this? Yeah, she's trying to gather information based off everything that y'all are doing. What does she intend to do? It kind of seems like that she's just working a case kind of thing. You know, like this is where her focus is. You know, that whatever's going on with Aegis and her, that this is definitely something that she is pointed towards, and it's everything that she's got going for her. And it was what do you want? What does she want y'all to do? It seems like she just wants y'all to give her information.
I'm also going to pierce her mask.
You can. You won't get much more information though.
Ah. What if I roll one higher? How's she feeling?
You do get the feeling that
I just want to know how she's feeling.
right. You get the feeling that she doesn't take any of y'all seriously. She thinks y'all are a bit of a joke.
But she's comfortable, casual. She's not stressed at all.
She seems annoyed that she had to talk to y'all.
Okay. All right.
Like it doesn't seem like it's a big deal that she had to talk to y'all, but it seems like she didn't want to have to talk to y'all.
So she's
Blame her.
a little agitated, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk to us either.
Cool. No, that's it then.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the information we have. It didn't look like he was really even after anything in there, as far as we can tell.
I'm gonna go,
Making that
oh, look
hole.
at the time. I'm gonna look at the destroyed cell phone and just start floating away.
Yeah, so she pretty much just sends y'all on your way.
That's still my fault.
Do y'all convene back at Gray's, or do you go off on your own somewhere else first?
I'm gonna head back to Gray's because I have questions for him. As I'm probably sure the rest of the team does.
Yeah, I'll head towards Gray's.
Very much so.
All right.
Yeah, on the way, Luce is like, so, what's our plan for talking to Gray? Like, what are we trying to... I feel like he really sort of dropped the ball here.
For one, I plan to ask him what he was doing, because he'd never sent a team, or didn't he had that drone right there when I pressed the button, and then nothing. So I feel like this is a test, but I want to hear it from him.
Yeah. Because we did what we were supposed to do and called him. But then if he's not going to show up to help, then we have to do something. People were in danger. Like, if this was a test, did we pass? I don't know.
Well, there's a first for everything.
And I'm real
don't
upset
pass
that this
any
red-haired lady's, like, watching over us. Like, who does she think she is? She's not so great.
I feel like they
Secret
picked
agent?
her on purpose.
Do you guys have some kind of history with her?
She's the one that threw glass at my head.
She threw glass at me too.
Oh, alright, well that seems a very specific battle tactic, but okay.
Yeah,
She
it's
has some kind of
dangerous.
strange
That's
power
sharp.
over it.
If she has power over glass, why are ferrets made of glass?
No, it's just the name she picked for herself. I don't know why. She was
It's
wearing
not a very
red, so
imposing name.
no, not really. She was more sneaky than anything else. She was a thief, kind of. She wasn't actually trying to steal anything, but she was sneaking into places. So I'm guessing she picked ferret because ferrets are good at getting into places.
Out
Where-
of character, in retrospect, I realized that we're just shitting on each other for our naming choices.
That's half the game, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you all make it back to Gray's, and he's just.
Is that car outside now? The Aegis car.
Not this time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. And he's just standing there waiting for y'all as you enter. He's like, well, that was a shit show, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You
we had
tell
fun.
us.
Like interested in helping or just chilling?
Yeah, why did you even give me this pager thing? Your drone was right there, but nobody showed up, so we had to go on ourselves.
Now, when I sent my drone over, I told y'all to just hold back. You waited a whole 10 minutes before entering the building.
That's a long time in a crisis
10 minutes
situation.
is a long time when there are people tied up in a vault.
I was impatient.
Impatience aside, I mean, yeah, they're right. That's a long time to wait when people's lives are at stake.
After we went in and saved the guards and they called Aegis, like 15 minutes after we called you, they just showed up immediately. So apparently it's not impossible.
Well, it was a
And
test. I mean, from what I could tell from my recon, if y'all had just waited a bit, we could have possibly taken out those guards before the villain was alerted. Which, seeing how they are turned into mud the second you tried to talk to them, probably the second you started trying to interact with those fake guards, alerted whoever it was in that vault and let him escape. Because
You're saying we just should have left them there?
I'm saying you should have followed my orders, and if you were going to do anything, perhaps more recon. Figure out what was actually going on, instead of just assuming.
Well, Foil and Shadow went in to do recon. They came back and we made a judgment call.
You did.
And your orders were BS anyway.
We
Especially if
tried
you're not
and
gonna
I think
back
we
'em
did
up.
Good.
Now, did the guards seem to be the 3 real guards? They seem to be in any real danger by the time you got down there?
Well, there was an earthquake down there, so yeah.
Yeah, the floor was like doing weird stuff.
You ever heard of this Graveler guy anyway?
There seems to be a little bit of information. I'm pretty sure I can look something up about him.
Is he turning people into mud, or is he making mud people from mud?
From, hold on. Let me check something. He pulls out it looks like a PDF thing, except it's like a piece of glass, super awesome retro kind of, or, not retro, futuristic kind of looking thing. Like, according to this, when he seems to turn walls and stuff into dirt and mud, he makes those into mud people.
So he doesn't turn people into mud. He
No.
turns rocks into mud, and that into people. All right. Phew.
See?
So I guess
Nothing
we
to
didn't
worry.
see anyone die tonight. That was just
I
a
have never heard
fake
of
person.
someone that turns people into mud, short of legend, such as Greek mythology.
So, what now?
I don't know. You tell me. What have y'all learned from this whole thing?
Not to trust your goddamn beaver.
Yeah, I mean that
Well-
kind of sums it up.
I
You're
think
lying
we work
to
well
us,
together as
and
a
that's
team.
awesome.
Great. Yeah, you work together great. I mean, you let a villain get away. You don't know what he was after. And you alerted the villain to your presence. And pretty much from the get-go.
And no one was hurt. We saved 3 people.
And Wyatt points at Lance at that point, and is like, "Yeah, at that point, what does it matter if the Gravel Man or whatever got away? We saved the people that were in danger. We prevented them from accomplishing whatever it is that they sought to do.
I don't know.
It's not like a villain hasn't gotten away from a full-fledged hero before.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
I don't know. Intervention boy, why don't you tell me, what's the problem with letting someone get away?
They
They're
turn
just gonna
state's
go on
witness.
TV
I
and
mean,
tell everyone we suck.
Right, because that was the biggest issue of them getting away, right?
I don't know. I mean, this might be his chance to turn his life around. Like, give up the whole Graveler identity. You never know.
As far as I was under the impression of, we are not judge, jury, and executioner here. I mean,
I know that was your shtick, but
No, I didn't execute anybody.
I don't know. I saw that one time on TV where you hit someone with your fancy car. And that looked real dangerous.
They're alive.
Yeah, but that's more like by chance.
It's
Bro.
called skill.
Because you're just so perfect, aren't you?
Well, I got to retire on my own terms, didn't I?
what's the point of giving us a beeper like that if you're not actually gonna back up what you say?
I mean, maybe if you
Bottom
waited
line.
more than 10 minutes, help would have come.
Really? Because we were there for a lot longer than 10 minutes and no one ever showed up. Except for that stupid red ferret lady.
I mean,
Your stupid jacket.
She didn't seem to know anything about well, didn't seem to know much about you, at least in connection to us.
Yeah, it was
Red
pretty
flag.
heavily implied that you didn't bring them in, so I'm still waiting for your backup to show up, buddy.
oh, my backup. And he presses another button, and you see two people in two people on each side. Total of four people come in, wearing some of those suits that y'all fought in from the very beginning. Coming in. It's like, I was about to send them in, but then y'all decided to walk on in. So, yeah, decided may as well see what you can do.
I mean,
Sorry y'all didn't make it, Chuck and Larry. And whoever you two are.
I mean, for a first time as a team fighting a villain, could have done a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what you want. Could have done worse.
We could have
Baby
crashed a
steps.
building down.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. None of that. I was very restrained. I didn't call my ship in to the building.
Were you thinking about doing that? What is wrong with you?
No, I was not thinking about calling my ship in. I was thinking about landing it on the roof, but then I figured it might not be able to take the stress.
That's very
That's a good
smart.
thought.
Yeah.
Well, my ship's very sensitive, and I don't want to put it in the middle of the battle like that.
Also, there's
Oh, you
people
didn't
in the
think your
building,
ship
and it
could
might
take the
collapse on them.
To be clear,
That's a
that was your hesitation. Your ship couldn't take the stress.
It has feelings too.
All right, it is alive.
I
so
have
guess that's fair.
questions for you, Iona, always.
Right.
Anyway,
guess
you
we
might
should-
want to work on getting your goons to, no offense to y'all, to get their response time to down below 10 minutes. That's a long time.
I know exactly what I'm doing. If it was more a serious situation, they would have been there in no time flat.
So you knew exactly what was going on in that bank.
You just now admitted that you could have gotten them on time. You just chose not to.
I knew what was going
That's
on
nice.
from what I saw. And then I knew exactly what was going on from what y'all did based off of what that little communication device of yours was able to give me.
You could have clued us in,
Why?
so we could have done better, obviously. The more information we have, the better our decision making's going to be.
Right, because I'm going to be there all the time, right?
Well, I mean, to
But you're here
kinda,
now.
yeah, to go off of what Intervention Boy is saying, I mean, sometimes the best way to learn is just to jump right in. So, I mean, maybe some coaching and some hands-on experience would help us more than just sitting back and waiting.
Yeah, this Monday morning quarterbacking is pretty irritating.
I'm
That is
literally
such a
going
good
to be
term.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
to be off to one side with the broken cell phone, just gently nibbling on it. Like, I don't understand why it's a BlackBerry.
Wyatt is quiet because he has been staring at this the entire time. Like, eventually she'll hit the battery, and I'm sure something interesting will happen.
Right. Well, I guess I have a better idea of what y'all can do now. And a
Ooh, it
lot
tingles.
big idea of what y'all can't do. And I know that y'all don't know how to follow directions. It's off to a good start. Let's just call it a night for now. And we can reconvene later.
Fine with me.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good right now.
Sure, whatever.
Let's all get some sleep.
Version's gonna toss the device back to Mr. Gray, and he's like, I really don't want you listening in on me at home. Thanks.
Well, Wyatt laughs at Lance's comment, being like, "Wait, you're actually gonna get to go to bed?"
Well, it's nighttime.
I turn to Conversion, not knowing who Conversion is in real life, and say, "Oh, you worried he's gonna catch you wanking or something?"
Okay.
Conversion's just gonna sigh, and again, the lens is just the shutter slowly close.
This is a kid show.
And Gray is like, and one more thing. Don't talk to Aegis. I don't trust them.
Yeah, they seem to not trust you either.
We can't
What is
trust
your
you.
relationship
We can't
with
trust
them?
them. We can't trust the bad guys. Who the heck are we gonna trust?
What
team.
is your what's going on with you and Aegis? Like, just tell us.
Well, in terms of trust, that's something y'all figure out on your own. Part of being a superhero.
I
No,
trust the
not
janitor.
whether we trust them, what's going on with you and them.
And in terms of me and Aegis, well, that's for me to know. And only me to know.
So yet again, you're sending us in with no information and no backup and just expecting us to figure out the right thing. Cool. Thanks, bro. Glad you're a freaking counselor.
Yeah.
And then she storms away.
Yeah. No, I'm with her. I also leave.
Version nods. She has a point, and he walks out.
I
Then
slowly
I
fold
turn
away,
around
still
and
nibbling on the
say
cell
goodbye
phone.
to all four goons. What, I know, I'm only mad at him, not at the goons.
The goon's not at you.
Wyatt holds his hand out to Iona, going, "You can give that back now."
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
I can try to fix it.
It's unsalvageable.
I can try to make something new out of it.
Seeing, I'm assuming your species secretes some type of saliva.
Yeah, I was just
Like,
about to
this
ask what
thing-
your saliva looks like.
like seeing that this thing is now covered and dirty and,
Well-
and
Now here's an idea, and it's going to be interesting. When she actually looks at you full face, instead of what's standard human facial construction, there are two mandibles that are coming down and just
Oh,
kind of all over the phone.
don't like when he sees that instead, that's when he's hands up. He's like, you know what? Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. All yours.
So do you all do anything before you head off to bed, or?
I'm going to spend some time on my ship trying to figure out if I can if I can fix the cell phone and possibly turn it into something else. Which, in this case, it would be hilarious if I turned it into something that could, like a cell phone that could reach interstellar distances.
I think
What if it turns into a device that can play your inner thoughts, like out loud?
Just like a translator.
Yeah, you hold it and you think, and then it sounds on the device.
And then you start thinking things that you didn't want other people to know, and then everything goes wrong and
Everything
hilarious.
goes wrong. Yeah. It's a horrible device, which means that's what would happen.
8008. Huh.
So Luce is gonna I think she pulls out like her sketchbook or something, and she's just gonna go. I think there's probably like a park nearby that she likes to hang out at, and she's just gonna like sit out there for a little bit, like quietly, and sketch something or other. Maybe she'll sketch the mud folks.
Wyatt heads home to take care of his younger sister, Rebecca. Make her dinner, make sure that she's okay, talk to her about her day. He has homework to do. He has to help her with homework. He has to finally eat something as well. And there's still chores and stuff to do around the house. So.
Alright.
When Danny gets home and changes out of his suit and everything, he texts his friend Marcus just to say stopped villain today. He got away, but it was still a win. Thomas Gray's a dick.
I'm just gonna also go home, eat, hang out with the parents, and then go to sleep. Tell them about my day. And I'm pretty sure that with Wyatt's phone being destroyed, that's when he would need it, because that's how that works. So who's been trying to call him while his phone's been destroyed?
In terms of Wyatt's phone, I'd probably just his dad, just trying to check up on him.
Super worried dad, okay.
Yeah. Alright. So we will come back up next day. It is the weekend now. Before heading off to do your do a weekend meeting with Mr. Gray, did you all want to did anybody want to go talk to anybody, like conversion? You can talk to your uncle with Marcus, or intervention boy can attempt to talk to intervention. Iona can, you can all talk to your respective contacts at this point before meeting back up with anything.
Yeah, I mean, Danny and Marcus did make the plan to do that, so I don't know if you had anything in mind for that. We can do that. Otherwise, we can just kind of like, it can happen like off panel, I guess. But whatever you want to do.
We can do some a bit of out of character or out of suit stuff.
I'm actually going to go and find Wyatt.
You're going to find Wyatt?
Mm-hmm.
To add to his stressful day?
In so many ways.
Oh, boy.
I guess we can start with conversion, or was it Danny and Marcus talking to, you're going to go see his uncle, right?
Yeah.
I believe the uncle is still at the hospital, but he's awake now.
Oh, okay.
Alright. So heading there with Marcus, and Marcus is like, so Thomas Gray's a dick, huh?
Yeah, he's he doesn't tell us anything, and he's really confusing. I have no idea what he really expects out of us. Like it's like there's more going on than he's telling us.
Yeah, well, I mean, he does run like a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and he does have all that awesome tech stuff going on. By the way, were you able to pick any of that up? Anything I could take a look at myself?
No, he gave me like this pager thing, but it did recorded stuff. So I mean, he would have heard all this. So I wasn't able to get anything, and with everything that happened yesterday, I didn't think to bring anything up to him yesterday. I'm sorry.
Oh well, maybe just keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Maybe you even need his stuff if you manage to get your uncle up back to making stuff again.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen when he gets out of the hospital, but hopefully someday.
Right, so as y'all make it up to the hospital, it's what was your uncle's name again?
Steve.
Uncle Steve.
Steve Murphy. I think you might actually find Luce there visiting him.
Right. Yeah, as you enter the room, you see Luce standing at his bed. Was you saying anything to him in particular, Luce?
I think she probably like comes and like hangs out and like reads to him or something. You know, like she'll read the newspaper or like, you know, science fiction or something like that to him. So I think she's probably just doing a little bit of that, like maybe reading him like the morning headlines or something. Is it the morning that you guys are coming?
I don't know. I don't think we established that.
Okay. Well, she's reading something or other.
Yeah, it could be around anywhere between in the morning to noon to afternoonish, you know. So it's just kind of like while the sun is up, kind of thing.
Yeah. I figured I had in my head like late morning, early afternoon.
Sure. So yeah, she's like reading something, maybe has like a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah, so he's just there listening, you know, just taking in all the information. As he sees y'all coming, he's like, "Hey, Danny, Marcus, great to see y'all."
Hey, Uncle Steve. Good to see you. You're looking better.
Yeah. They said I should be released in a couple days. You know, he just wanted to make sure, you know, everything up here was functioning right.
Yeah, that'd be a tragic loss if anything happened to the old noggin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've heard things have been kind of rough since the event.
A little bit, yeah.
How y'all holding up?
We're hanging in there. And Danny just kind of looks over to Luce.
Fine. I'll get another cup of coffee. Bye. Have fun. And she sort of like stalks out of the room.
He's like, that's not actually. Well, she's gone. Okay.
So you still doing the superhero stuff?
Yeah, I'm in with a group of others for some kind of counseling thing. Thomas Gray is our counselor, and he's a grumpy old jerk, really.
Thomas Gray, huh?
He just is involved too, but I mean, to be honest, I don't trust either of them.
Yeah, well, I know Thomas Gray was always sniffing around. Gosh, what was the name of the building I destroyed?
Super Tech.
Super Tech. Yeah, Thomas Gray was always interested in Super Tech. He was always, you know, trying to get his hands into whatever we were working on. Well, I guess, it seems like he finally managed to do it. I don't know.
I thought another company bought Super Tech.
Yeah.
What was that, Thomas?
Sci-Tech, right?
Huh.
It's like it's a division of Gray Industries. Didn't you know that?
You know what? I didn't until now.
Hmm. Oh well. Well, if you have an in with them, maybe I can get my job back. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's some research there I've been working on they'd be interested in.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe I can. I'll assuming he warms up to me, and I'll try to put in a good word. We're not exactly his favorite group of people right now, though. He doesn't think much of us. We're just a bunch of stupid kids to him.
Hmm. Venture Sci. Is that what I called it?
I don't remember.
That's what I have it written down
Alright.
as, but
Venture Sci.
Yeah, it's in my notes too.
Sorry, my notes are all over the place right
NBD. Same genre of name. It's fine.
now. Well, yeah, I mean, either way, I'm pretty sure once I get set back up again, I can help you out with, help you and Marcus out with making stuff again. How are you doing with that? Made any improvements on your suit yet?
I mean, I'm not really much of a tech guy. It's, I mean, the way it is now, it's working pretty well. I mean, maybe get like a spare made or something, because just as a backup.
Yeah. Well, I'll see what I can work on in a couple days. But yeah. I mean, at least y'all are doing all right. It's good to see y'all, and at least y'all weren't injured or anything.
There were a couple of close calls, but I mean, this group for our first time out, we actually did really well as a team. I trust them.
Oh. So doing some more teamwork instead of just going out alone, huh?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Well, safety in numbers, I guess.
That's for sure.
Was there anything in particular you wanted to talk? Anything else you'd want to ask him, or?
No, I think it was pretty much just kind of just hang out, check up on him, see how he's doing.
Cool. Luce, would you have come back in while they were?
Yeah,
talking,
Luce comes back with 2 cups of coffee and hands one to Marcus, and then starts drinking one herself, and then looks at Danny and says, "Sorry, I didn't get you one. They ran out."
I'm sure they did.
I think it's not gonna be like, so Luce, you keeping out of trouble now?
Yeah.
I mean, and all the things I managed to hear about what was going on while I was under. I'm really sorry to hear about what's going on with your dad right now. Have you gone to talk to him?
Wait, who is he talking to?
Luce.
I thought, wasn't Steve Luce's father?
Yep.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. I was wondering why he was in the hospital and not in jail.
Wait. So, I'm sorry. I guess I said misread your backstory. So Steve was your uncle who was also working on your back suit, was also Luce's dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I had them as 2 separate people.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's why we both have the last name Murphy.
Because Luce's father is in jail.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. Steve's evil twin brother Steve.
Yeah, no, they're different, or they're the same person.
Well, that complicates things.
He's in a prison hospital.
Yeah, because I had the uncle as someone totally separate from Luce's father.
I mean,
Prison's like a
he could
revolving
be
door.
in a hospital and until he recovers, and then he's going to jail. I mean,
that's what I thought was going on.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, you don't keep sick people in jail. That would be insane.
Well, we can figure that out later.
Okay.
That's right. I
I don't think
else?
Halcyon City has to have the same like screwed up justice system that we do in America. So.
Was Foyle or Wyatt doing anything? Was he talking to anybody or?
Well, I thought that Iona wanted to speak to Wyatt.
That's right. So Iona, you go to find Wyatt. Where does Iona find you?
Wyatt's at work.
Or are you avoiding Iona?
Well, Wyatt is at work at the Mellow Espresso, so if Iona goes there, he literally cannot avoid her.
And I will come right in through the door going, Wyatt, 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 Wyatt.
And just like the most deadpan he possibly can, Wyatt slowly moves up towards the counter, adjusts his little barista hat. Hello and welcome to the Mellow Espresso. Would you like to try our new large caramel frappe mochaccino?
Gonna stare at him for a moment and like, I don't know what that is. Come here. I'm gonna go around to the side of the counter.
Oh, like you're climbing over the counter?
No, I'm going to the other. I'm going like.
And Wyatt, like visibly flustered, just as like turns behind him, is like, Claire, can you cover the register for a minute? And like heads over towards the side, and it's like, Iona, I'm at work.
Check it out. And I hand him his cell phone, and back where the battery's supposed to be is this oversized crystal.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like massively, almost a brick. Okay, so here's what I did. So I couldn't fix the phone, so I kind of made a new one. So the way it works is I took one of our resonant crystals, things that kind of power everything, and I stuck it in the back of the frame, and it should power the phone for like 900 years, and then I because it has a psychic resonance, you don't need a SIM card, you just need to think really hard about the number or just input it, it'll input it on the crystal. Doesn't matter. Also, it could possibly, if you like maybe pinged it off of the moon, pretty sure it could reach Saturn. Might have some interference. Might have some interference if there's a solar flare, but it'll be fine. Also, it's self-regenerative, and I'm pretty sure that if you hit the buttons the right way, it'll explode.
That's definitely good to know.
Have fun. I'm gonna just put it in his hand and walk out.
And like Wyatt's just like staring at this thing, dumbstruck, and like trying to figure out like, how the fuck is this supposed to fit in my pocket?
I'm literally skipping down the street humming to myself because I did a good job.
And does it even have a Verizon or AT&T SIM card?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think I could go to my service provider and tell them.
He just said you think really hard at it.
It only runs on.
Yeah, I mean that'll
AT&T.
save you a bunch of money on a plan.
Yeah, I suppose it's true. It's illegal as shit, but like also like fuck the corpse. So I guess it's okay.
That phone has been jailbroken as hell. That's not quite. I don't know what that verb is.
Taking no contract to a whole new level.
Yeah.
He wants to fiddle around with this thing to see like what exactly has happened here, but ultimately just tries his best to shove the protruding crystal into his pocket.
If he turns it on, there's a note that is on his screen that says, "Don't push, boom. push, boom. And it's the combination of buttons that will make it go boom. And then there's question marks underneath it, like I wasn't quite sure if that would happen.
Would he even know how to turn it on?
No.
No. Okay. So it's still a brick. It's still just a brick. And instead, Wyatt thinks that this is just like Iona handed him literally something that just took like organic material, shoved it into the back. I was like, I fixed it.
Just to fuck with you more. And I'm sorry, Wild. How hard do you think of Iona?
There's a lot of anger going on there right now.
Iona answers her phone. Yeah, what is it, Wyatt?
And Wyatt drops it for a moment, and like he's like fumbling, like trying to.
Can't hear you, Wyatt.
What the fuck? I didn't even touch anything.
Wyatt, are you there?
And it like slowly like picks it up. It's like, Iona?
Yeah, what's up?
Iona, wait. If I think of anyone at all, this thing immediately calls them?
I mean, you have to have known their number. Or put in their number. It should all, like, be stored on the crystal.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I can think of someone without the phone just calling them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I definitely need that. I don't know how to hang this thing up, so you need to end this call and I need to go back to my shift.
Don't you just push the red button?
I thought the red button was on the boom list.
No, it's after you hit the 1, the pound, the 7 on, and then you hit the red. That's it has to be in sequence.
Oh, it has to be in sequence. Yeah, of course. That's.
I mean, it would just be silly if you accidentally set off your phone. I mean, it's.
It would be completely silly to have a self-destruct sequence in a phone. You're absolutely right, but the way you described it, like, AO good.
I figured we could use it to, like, get through doors.
Yeah, so there's a line forming. Thank you, I think, at least, for fixing this thing. We are still not friends. And then, like, it's just like a bunch of tapping as he tries to push the red button to turn it off.
And you'll hear, oh, okay. Well, have fun. It might still be a taser. Click.
Oh my god, that was amazing!
I'm sorry, Wild. That just, I had to go with it.
No worries.
I'm very glad you did.
Oh, that was beautiful.
So what does Wyatt do with his new taser phone?
Questionable taser phone.
I call
He
it
doesn't
a
ha-
box.
Oh my god. He doesn't have time to fuck around with this thing. Like, he's got to get back to work. So, like I said, he shoves it into his pocket as best he can. With,
Thinks
like, the
about
crystal.
work, and then the phone rings.
Question: is the taser the ringer? So, like, if somebody calls Wyatt, does he get tased?
The phone starts ringing, he goes to answer, it's just...
It just tases him, like, right in the hip, and he's just suddenly like, oh!
Let's
Why-
say-
why-
With this taser to my head.
Would you
What?
would you like a bagel with your
Welcome to Mellow's first...
let's say it doesn't do that.
Thank you, Wild. Thank you so much, Wild. The only reasonable person here right now.
So
I'm just remembering that somebody called me the normal one in chat earlier.
Yeah,
That was me.
What?
It was me.
Ow.
Because up until that point, I know I said Iona was the most stable. There's a big difference.
I mean, by comparison, sure.
Yeah.
so
What? You don't think it's loose?
Luce may not want to admit that she has issues, but that doesn't mean she does not have issues.
We're all super stable.
So does
We're professionals.
does Intervention Boy want to talk to anyone before having to head out?
I think I'm good. When Intervention talked to me before, she said not to call her unless it was an emergency. So social calls are completely out of the question.
Okay.
I could talk to my parents, but I did that already the night before. I don't really have anything to discuss with them. So I think I'm good.
Okay. All right, so we can meet back up at with Mr. Gray.
Hooray.
So as you all show up, Mr. Gray is like, all right, so based on the other night's performance, I guess a bit more training is, a bit more training is definitely needed. You might not quite be ready for it, but maybe on its lowest settings it'll be fine. So he opens up.
Substitute training. I went through like 5 years of that.
Did they train you how to drive a ship, or?
Where did they train you?
Ship drove itself.
So you don't know how to drive the ship, all right?
Why'd you make a suicidal ship?
I didn't.
Seemed
Nobody
like
told the ship there was a satellite. Ship did its
Maybe the
best.
ship should do this training thing.
Ship
I
did
feel
its
like if the
best.
ship cannot sense that there are things in its way, it probably shouldn't be driving itself.
Ship did its
I
best.
agree.
Don't judge Squidge.
No, like shouldn't the ship be in here training? Like it's making mistakes. It's sort of part of the team.
Do you want me to bring the ship in here?
No. I think the ship is a little too big to fit in here.
And this is why Conversion is the leader of the group.
It was a good call, wasn't it?
All right, so I'm guessing that y'all want to be a lot more proactive in being heroes.
I don't know. People tell me not to do things, and they tell me to do things, and then it's like a controlled thing, and then they get mad at me for it, and you people are confusing.
What do you mean, you people?
Yes, people are confusing.
You mean humans?
People.
Humans are confusing.
Conversion
They are,
just
yeah.
points at Thomas Gray. He's confusing. He's been confusing me this whole time we've known him. So
So can I like get a bonus here somewhere? Like,
Bonus.
can I get like a cheat sheet to humanity? What?
If that
that'll help
existed, if that existed, trust me, we would be in a much better state when you came to find us.
Iona, here's your cheat sheet. Humans are fucked. Done. Move on.
Yeah, I took the classes. I know how procreation works.
Nope, that's not. I mean, that's also. Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
That's what they teach you? Like,
Wait.
all
What
right.
did you learn about procreation?
should we really be talking about this right now? I mean, we have focus.
I think
Here.
I'd rather face the room with the spinning blades.
It's like, all right, so we're gonna just have you go through this little scenario, and then I'll start seeing if I can find y'all something to be more proactive about. How's that sound?
Sounds like progress.
Sure. So he ushers you in to his giant training area, and you see it's pretty bare bones this time. There's no spinning blades. There's nothing that seems to be very overly innocuous or anything. It's just you see a couple holes around the tops, and you see a couple of pedestals with a couple like round balls on them. And he's
What
like,
happened here? Did like the bank repossess all your spinning blades?
Oh, they got to make their money back somehow.
Yeah, they really need a
training
new
room.
floor.
The training room converts to wherever I need it to. So right now, I'm gonna teach y'all how to do some recon the proper way. So as you can see on those pedestals, or at least all these balls, if y'all can get from one end to the other and each pick up one of those balls while avoiding the cameras, then alright, you're good to go.
So we smash the cameras?
No. Just gotta figure out how to avoid them.
Well, that's easy. And she puts up an illusion in front of the cameras, teleports over, grabs the ball, and teleports back. And
Do
please
the
make me
illusions
roll for
work?
this, because I would love it if it went poorly.
Yeah, so you can roll two things for me. First roll for was it unleash your powers?
Okay. Okay.
Not bad. Great. Now also roll to take a powerful blow.
Okay, well, it could have gone a lot worse.
Cool. Yeah, so something comes out, but it misses you. What was it? It's like you know, the glider thing, like it's got a stick with a pad on the end, you know, where it just shoots out of the wall and attempts to hit you. And he's like, Like, so, you try to avoid cameras you can't even see. Great.
So
Wait, what?
The cameras. We trip the camera, and that thing, one of those things, comes out to hit us.
Yeah. Simple.
Good to know.
Do
You know,
the shadow smoke's illusions even work on cameras?
No, and y'all can work as a team to try and figure out exactly what the cameras are looking at. But
So, the janitor recommended some movies to me, and I've been kind of watching them. There was this one that was very inaccurate science fiction, but they were on a planet where if they had an idea, these things would come up out of the ground and smack them in the face, and this just looks very familiar to me is all I'm saying.
Can we see the cameras? In the room?
you can see some of them. You can see the more obvious ones. They're along the edges of the walls. They're placed in varying... could you roll and assess the situation for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna assess the situation by like throwing something in the room and seeing if that, like, if the cameras follow it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan. Okay, stupid, freaking. Yeah. Total failure.
1 of 4. You don't see the cameras react to anything. But just from assessing, I will give you that you can see on the far end there's a couple of screens that seem to show what the cameras are looking at.
That's too far away.
Gray knows where all the cameras are, doesn't he?
Of course.
Can I do a deep dive of Gray to look for the camera locations?
Yeah.
Gonna leave him an empty husk.
No, that's what Wild did. I mean, what? Unleash powers?
Wow.
Yes. Full hit. Awesome. On that, you hear him say, "No."
You said recon. I'm just reconning.
And he just feels like, "Yeah, but it didn't work this time. Try something else."
I turned to Iona and I was actually, that was a pretty good idea. It was worth a shot.
Oh, it was definitely worth a shot.
I'm gonna look at Lance and be like, Lance, do you have a cell phone?
You're not getting my phone. I saw what you did with that last one.
What?
Luce
I made it
pulls
Drone
out.
phone.
Luce pulls out one of her burners that she uses for her questionable activities and throws it over to Iona and says, "This is like $15. Just do whatever you want. It's fine."
You're not getting that back.
Yeah, it's a burner. I was gonna throw it out next week anyway.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna see if I can just outrun these cameras. So I take a walk back, pick up some speed, and then just go. No strategy at all. Just go fast.
Yeah, you
What could
activate
possibly go wrong?
all of the arms.
That makes sense.
And I can say you're going fast enough where you manage to avoid them, but yeah, you activate all the arms. You're like, well,
Can't outrun the cameras. So.
Hey,
Look.
Luz, do you happen to have some spray paint?
so y'all are a team. Act like one.
Conversion is going to put his hand against
No,
the wall.
I don't.
And
I also
he's-
marked a conversion for my obvious failure.
So Conversion's going to put his hand against the wall, and he's going to he's going to see if he can use his powers to like pick up on like the flow of energy to try to use that to locate the hidden cameras. That's something you can he doesn't know if he can do it. He's just kind of giving it a try.
Unleash your powers. Try to see if we can. So you're trying to feel the energy from the. I'm
Yeah,
guessing?
he doesn't know. Like, this is just kind of a shot in the dark. He doesn't know if his powers are capable of this.
You're always willing to.
thought.
You can always try to extend your powers. Oh, full hit. All right, so yeah, you manage to. All you can pick up is the locations of the cameras. You can tell exactly where the heat signatures from the cameras are. You know, they take up a lot of power, and a lot of just from all the recording and stuff in them. So you notice there's 2 on the back wall, plus 4 on each other side of the wall, and 1 or 2 in each. There's 1 in each pedestal, but you don't know what direction they're facing.
Okay, I'm gonna relay all of that information to the rest of the team.
I have an idea. I'm going to like make a really like big brightly colored illusion. I don't even care what it is. Maybe vaguely humanoid shape, but it doesn't really matter. Basically like big and brightly colored enough that I could maybe see it on the screens across the room.
Mm-hmm.
So like bright red or something, and then just like have it move sort of just walk through. So similar to what Intervention Boy was trying to do, but something where I can see if it pops up on the cameras, like if the cameras are following it or not.
So
It'll just walk straight through.
You're watching the cameras as you guys.
Yeah.
And so what does your illusion look like?
Let's say a bright red, like large human.
Okay, yeah, you notice that your illusions are picked up by the cameras, but the illusion itself also triggers the cameras.
Do the cameras follow the illusion?
The cameras don't seem to move. They all seem to be stationary.
Okay. You say, all right, well.
Does anybody have any paint?
Sorry, no.
What about ink? Anybody got any ink?
Come on.
I got
now.
a pen in my pocket. I mean, is that enough?
Yeah, I got some like charcoals. But you're not actually, you know what? I'm not giving them to you because they're nice.
You're like,
Sorry, I don't have anything in my pockets.
y'all still aren't acting like a group, you know. I mean, use all your information and combine it. Y'all do different things, right?
I mean, so far I mostly just break things, but yeah.
I don't know how being fast and strong is gonna help me get past the camera. I can't be faster than the camera, so I'm out of ideas.
Well,
Hey.
to be faster than the camera, I mean, maybe if you can zip kind of in between where the cameras are looking. I mean, I can I can, and conversion still has hand
Oh,
against
like
the
a
wall.
pattern.
Yeah, I mean, I can still see where they. I don't know where the ones in the pillars are facing, but I can, direct you around.
Actually, my illusion definitely was able to get the attention. I wonder if we could use that as a distraction. You can move fast enough that you can outrun something on this test if they do pick you up, right?
Yeah, so you can use your
We could at least try
illusions
it.
to distract the cameras and have them point in a specific direction, and then I just run around in like
Well,
a zigzag kind of
It
path.
doesn't seem like they move, but maybe it just won't activate for you or something. And if
Let's
they
give it a
do,
shot.
at least you're not gonna get hit by them, right?
Yeah, those things aren't very fast. All right, I'll give it a shot.
All right. So I'm gonna recreate the illusion and just have it like move through to try and like distract the cameras that he's gonna be passing by.
I'm
So
gonna
you're
run
creating
in a
the
zigzag.
you're creating the red illusion again.
Yeah, the red humanoid again. Yeah.
Okay, so the red humanoid, wherever it's picked up by the camera, it does activate those ones. Intervention boy, you can roll me. Let's just do a straight superior.
All right.
Yeah, let's see if that. See if you manage to pick up the right pattern.
Doesn't want to do it.
Does my
There we
illusion like help out with this?
From
It
your
should.
from your illusion, you're able to see from depending on where the illusion is walking. You know what cameras activate which ones. On a 9, you get very close. Like you get right up to the pedestal before another one pops up. So you have a good idea of where most of the cameras seem to be facing at this point. You're just not sure if they're the ones at the very end.
So I was wondering before he even rolled if I could, like, if my illusion would help such that I could spend a team.
Yeah, I was going to, because I was kind of trying to help direct with my knowledge of the location of the cameras. I was also going to spend a team.
Well, I want to say that conversion you can help with the team.
Okay, that makes sense.
Since you're making the illusion shadow, so
yeah, that's fair.
All right, yeah. So
make it a 10 then.
On a 10 intervention, you're able to get one of the balls from it, and you're able to figure out. You have a rough idea of what the patterns of it look like. You assume they might be a bit different for each pedestal in particular, but roughly the same.
Yeah, we can just take it in turn to study all the patterns and then zigzag.
I have an idea.
Did you want to try anything in particular? Or?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no idea what exactly Foil would help with in this sort of situation.
So Shadow. Shadow smoke.
Yes, sorry. my thing was like beep beep, low battery, so I was dealing with that. What's up?
How many illusions can you make at once?
I mean, I've done several, like against the mud dude. He was like surrounded by them.
Can you? We know the angles of some of the cameras. Can you do an illusion of lines that mimic those angles right on the camera so you can see exactly where they're pointing?
I can try. Sure. Can I figure out like how to do that? Dear storyteller?
Yeah. You're not really based off of what Intervention Boy did and your other illusion, you can definitely make an illusion of a pathway.
Okay, yeah, then I'll do
Alright.
that. Lunch
So let's just have everybody roll superiors for me.
Okay.
All of us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for Intervention Boy, who's already managed to get his ball. Nice.
Got the ball, y'all.
We're rolling superior.
Yeah, just to see what happens.
-1 stat for me.
7. All right, so everybody managed to get their balls. Danny and Wyatt, it seems that you managed to get it, but it's a little bit more clunky for you. It's like you get very close to activating some of the cameras, but Iona and Luce are able to get there through pretty smoothly. So everyone's got their balls now and coming down to the end. It's like, all right. So now that you have a better idea of how to act like a team, do some real recon, instead of just barging straight in. I'll see if I can find something specific for y'all. Since y'all want to get in on the fray. Come back next time and we'll see what I can get for you. That should be it for now. I mean, unless y'all want to do more training.
I would actually like to play with the ball.
Keep it. It's yours.
Oh yeah.
Are these like
Do that on your own time, buddy.
what kind of balls are these? Anyway,
They look like just generic rubber balls.
they're like
I'm
just like the
immediately
light
checking
bound-
mine for listening devices.
Like, would they hurt somebody if they were just like thrown like lightly into their head?
Lightly, no. But I mean, if you really chuck it at them, yeah.
So it's like a dodgeball kind of thing.
I think more like a stress ballish kind of thing.
Okay.
Does it bounce off the wall?
Yes.
Thanks. That's all we need.
I notice Iona like checking hers out, looking for listening devices, and I definitely do the same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, good catch.
I'm just gonna just have fun with the ball. Gonna like chuck it at the wall, and then run and catch it.
Do y'all have anything particular for looking at stuff, Iona or Luce?
I don't know. Let me check.
Just my assess the situation.
You can do an assess for me. Do you have anything particular, Iona, or any skills or abilities that works with electronics or anything like that?
Does not appear so.
Nope.
You can just do a general assess.
Well, that gets me an advancement.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no.
Yeah, cool. The perfectly normal balls.
Narrator voice. These were not perfectly normal balls.
Yeah, Ron Howard. Something.
I kind of also want to do an assess for 2 reasons. One, because I want to try to get a miss so I can advance, and 2, I want to see if we can get 3 6s on here.
All right, go for it.
We are professional.
Well, I got 1 of 2.
Here.
Not even close to a 6, unfortunately.
I love
Nope.
that it's like, oh dear, it gets editorial when you do that poorly.
Well, I
Dear,
think
oh dear.
This ball has looked more like a ball than any ball you've ever seen.
I have this
I think
mental image
Roll20
of conversion, just staring deeply at this ball and the eyes just slowly narrowing.
pretty much, yeah. I don't trust you, ball.
This is actually where we're gonna end tonight. So y'all are gonna have a new mission because y'all want to be a bit more proactive. Starting next time.
According to Gray, we want to be more proactive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, y'all decided not to wait for his help, for his as you call them, goons to come in.
We are the Goon Squad.
That's totally what they call themselves. Yeah, Goon Squad!
All right, so we can do our
Goon
outro.
Bros.
Tell us where we can find you, and who you are. Let's start with Paladin Hulk.
That's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Paladin Hulk. I am a Twitch moderator for Random Tuesday and Little Red Dot. I am also on a pirate campaign for D&D on Uncanny Adventures, which airs Sundays. I'm really looking forward to this week because we're finally getting things set up. So, the crew is starting to get on our side. And I got some one-shots coming up, I think, but I forget exactly how and where. So let's move on.
Let's go to Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me here on Fridays playing this, on Sundays at some point playing Legend of the Five Rings, and on Mondays playing in the Ravnica game, as well as on Dungeon Masters Guild, where if you look up Rain Hayes, you can find a bunch of my products.
All right. And Don?
Hello, everybody. Again, I am Don. You generally won't see me on much else Welcome to the Party stuff. I'll be in a couple one-shots come December. However, me and two of my other buddies do have a bi-weekly podcast that we do, Drinking with Nerds. You can find us on Podbean and iTunes, and be sure to give us a follow on Twitter at nerds_drinking.
All right. Cellar Door.
Alright, I am Jane, or CellarDoor10 on Twitter, and you can find me on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Time, over at Roll Control, playing some D&D 5e, playing a very surly ranger. Some drama has gone down, so it's a great time to pick it up and be like, why are all these people so messed up? And then the other thing that I'm on usually is the Curse of Strahd podcast, which has a channel over in the Welcome to the Party Discord, and I think we just put out episode 10 or 11, I want to say, so feel free to go check that out as well. And that's it.
All right. Vsneeze.
Hey, I'm Vsneeze. Vsneeze at Twitter. I'm, usually lurking around the Discords for both Welcome to the Party and Graticus Academy. I am, aside from this, I am signed up for a one-shot in this. I think it's the first one-shot in December, which will be a 5e game, which, since I started playing online, it's actually one of the first 5e games I've played in a while. It's I've been trying a lot of new systems. I also have something for in the future that I don't have any information on yet, but forthcoming. That's pretty much it.
All right. And I am Wild Engineer. You can catch me on Tuesdays on a Greyhawk channel playing some D&D. On Thursdays, I'm back here on Welcome to the Party, playing some different game of Masks: A New Generation. It's Super Sentai Power Rangers based. It's legally unaffiliated. And here on Fridays, I run this game. And on Monday, I'm actually going to be on Side Quest on Welcome to the Party, running a game of 10 Candles, a tragic horror game. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We are going to raid... Actually, I'd like to just give another shout-out to our sponsors. We'd like to thank So Nerdware, Roll20... where was it? Roll20... Oh, no. Where'd my list go? There we go.
Devin Rue, I think, is one of them.
Devin Rue and Tabletop Loot for being our sponsors. And also thank you for all of our Patreon supporters. We are going to raid Little Cup of Joe. So let's get that going. All right. Thank you, everybody. And see you next week.